So we are going to, it's a little bit different. So on the last one, we started behind here and then worked our way up the ribs. On this one, you actually go all the way through the fish. So you're gonna put the blade kind of the same angle as it was up here, but you're gonna go all the way through the fish. So I'm gonna pull the trigger on this, and then as I do that, it's gonna cut through the fish, and I'm actually gonna cut down to the backbone. So I'm gonna feel the backbone, not to put too much pressure on it, because if I do, it'll cut through the backbone. So I kind of get the feel of where I know I'm getting to the backbone, and then when I do that, I'm gonna pull the trigger again, and I'm gonna try to turn this blade as I push this way, and then I'll move all the way down to the end. So I'm in here, I pull the trigger, I'm at the backbone, I turn like this. You can see it's not the smoothest of process. There you go, you stop right before you get to the end. You flip that over, you can see you got a nice clean fillet, and then you can just turn that blade. You still have it at a 20 degree, pull the trigger, slide on out. So then that's done. But you still have the rib bones in here. So you can see no meat here, did a pretty good job here, could have done a little bit better. It's a male crappie. And then you're gonna come back with your fixed blade knife and you're gonna cut a V around the bones. So you're going to, you can see the rib bones right there. You're gonna turn like that, come up from the bottom, cut that V out just like that. Trying to save as much meat as you can. So that's your rib bones that are out. You got a little bit more meat because you're able to get this under portion. So now you've got that little bit of meat that comes underneath as well, and that's done. So we didn't scale it. We actually didn't have to take it off. We flipped it like that. That side's done. Now we'll flip it over and do the other side. I always start on the fish's right side because I'm right-handed. It kind of moves easily for me. And then when I flip it over, you'll actually find that you're better on one side of cleaning the fish than the other. So as you do this, you'll go, oh, I'm really good on the right or the left side, depending on what's more comfortable for you. That actually might incentivize you to start one way or the other, because the second side, when you flip it over, the fish doesn't lay as flat because it's missing that other side of the other fillet, the other side of its body. So it's going to it's going to lay a little bit differently. So again, I'm going to go through same angle all the way through the fish this time. So I'm going to kind of do this so you can see. Went all the way through, same idea. Now, as I mentioned, I like to have this fillet board up so that like this part doesn't hit. It allows me to I can slide it over to the edge of the table so that my knife's not hitting as I'm doing that. So then you're holding that. You're turning as you get to the backbone, and you're moving all the way down to the end. You're stopping just shy of the tail. You can see you did a really good job getting the meat. You're gonna start right here. You'll slide all the way up with your blade was at a 20 degree the whole way. And as you're holding that trigger, you just let the knife do most of the work. So nice good fillet right there. You can take that little piece off. You have the ribs that you need to go back and get out. So you'll come back with a fixed blade knife, or you can do it with that. This is just a little bit easier. You could probably get more meat if you use a fixed blade knife as you're cutting the ribs out. Also, if you have somebody else who's trying to help you clean fish, this is something that somebody can do that may not have as much experience cleaning fish, but you can teach them how to cut that V out, and they're helping as well. So there's those two fillets that are done from that. You can see we didn't waste much. See through the fillet, we got a lot of meat, and then we put that in either our gut bucket, whether it's a 5-gallon bucket, or a trash can that I put trash bags in so I can take it out easily.